I didn't feel like playing Fantasy Life today, so this is my backup game. There's no sound though, so I'm just gonna hop into a random. I meant to check. I meant to check if the sound works, and then I saw it was 8:15, and I was like, oops. I guess I gotta go. My desk is a mess. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today, so I'm not really prepared. Oh, my wires at my desk are tangled. Now, where is the sound? So I'm not crazy. There is just no sound, right? Wait. No, there is sound. I just had my volume on my end turned off. Yeah, I downloaded some different levels. I wanted to do the aquarium. That seems cool. Maybe I should use the keyboard. This is the aquarium. Oh. Leopard sharks. Crabbe stingrays. What is all this pink stuff everywhere? What's the story behind this aquarium? Was there a fire or something? What happened to all the fish? Or is this doctor that's chatting with us right now going to explain that? I guess not. He's gone. Or he or she's gone. They are gone. Yeah, I really want to just do this with a controller. Oh my goodness, that scared me. There we go. Now we can just stand in place. Up and down. It's a lot easier to do this while standing in place when you use the controller. I remember now why I didn't play much of this game. It's because it hurts your hands. Or it hurts my hands, at least. Maybe I just have weak hands. Who knows? How big is this place? Jeez, it is quite large. What is this door just doing here? No, this is like a cutout thing. Not a door. Or people can stick their heads in and take a photo. Oh my goodness, it keeps going. I think we're gonna be here forever if I do this one. Staff area. Oh my goodness. How am I supposed to clean up there? Do I climb this ladder? Oh my goodness, I do. Oh, it keeps going! How far does this go? Oh my goodness. I'm bad at going up ladders, apparently. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1% cleaned. I think it's less than 1%. My goodness. Oh my... I think we should start with a smaller... a smaller job. Oh my goodness. I want to clean the train. It'll be our second train. Do we have to clean the exterior and the interior for this? No, that's what I'm talking about. We didn't hear any dings on the previous level because there's just so much going on. Yeah, I think there's a reason why the aquarium is a bonus level. Oops. Oh, wow. Ah, it's in the way. Gotta clean this. Yeah, the last time I played this game, last time I streamed this game, I cleaned a locomotive train. So now we have a subway train. Yeah, I think I don't know. I kind of feel like the last time I played this, I had started with a different game. Also, it is a bit awkward that I was so excited about Fantasy Life and then I just stopped playing it off stream and then I just stopped playing it in general. A little bit awkward. Get me up there. Let me at him. The bumper still has stuff. Anyway, since this makes my hands hurt, then I probably won't play this game for the whole stream. I just felt like when I played Fantasy Life, I got so focused on all those crafting mini games I just was not saying. I just kind of stopped talking. And I always hate when I stop talking while streaming because it feels like, what's the point if I'm not talking? Man, what did they do to this train? Was there a mudslide or something? Ah, here's the inside. Was this like an out of commission train car? It's so graffitied. And that people they graffiti like to make it look like sprinkles, apparently. It's kind of freaky. Wait, I have to close the door in order to clean it on this side. This may take a while. I think that is safe to say. I might not have been playing Fantasy Life off stream, but I did start working on my new VTuber model, so I was at least productive in some way that's relevant to the stream. Yeah, I finished drawing my head. So. And the clothes are kind of tough. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's been so long since I made a VTuber model. And technically the face isn't done. Like I drew the hair, but I need to draw like different facial expressions and mouth shapes and stuff, and I don't know. This is a crazy way to clean the train. It feels like a different game now. Some advertisements these are when they're just covered in grime. Like, seriously, the majority of these places that you clean in this game, it feels like they are just like someone set a fire in them and all this is just like soot. Like, how else do you get this so dirty? Yeah, I think this power wash location is a lot more manageable than the aquarium. That aquarium was insane. How many hours does it take to clean that? I wonder what speed running for PowerWash Simulator is like. That seems pretty wild. Yeah, I get the feeling that the way I'm moving the camera right now would probably cause motion sickness for some people, so maybe this should just be... This is just a stream where you don't look at the screen. Sorry. This is just the easiest way to clean, the easiest way to control the game without destroying my hands. And we're getting a lot of cha-chings. I'm glad that they partitioned these areas out very specifically so that you can get more cha-chings instead of feeling like you're not making any progress. There we go. We're slowly making progress. Probably get some of this floor. I suppose if you want to do the power washing really fast, you gotta use the different cleaners. Oh, that was a big ding. Oh, and that hissing sound, it kind of sounded spooky. I'm sure it's just supposed to be like a train stopping or something. You would think that we would be doing this cleaning not at a subway station, but at like the train yard or something. Because we're just taking up precious space at this station that could be used for an actual functional train to be taking passengers. There we go. Finally got a ding on the main seat. Oh, this is why it wasn't cleaned. It's like, how is it? Hey, weird person. You're gonna be lurking tonight as you're playing some games with friends. Yeah, I think I saw that you were playing. It just said that you were playing Phasmophobia on Steam. Oh, I hope you enjoy your time playing games with friends. So much dirt. There we go. Just like, how do I rotate this? That's looking pretty clean. There we go. I'm gonna get these poles. I'm definitely gonna forget that they're dirty. This will be the wettest subway car in the world when we're done with it. Here we go. There we go. You're back down the subway. Nice. What are you saying? What is this guy saying? What does that mean? Back down the subway. But they need you after yesterday. What is? Did this get this bad after just one day? Did they get attacked by arsonists and graffitiers? Or, I guess, it's not graffitiers. Would it be vandals? I mean, because a graffiti artist isn't always a vandal, you know? I mean, there's kind of a fine line between graffiti art and murals. The difference is really just probably just permission. Slowly but surely clean this filthy train. So much little bits of dirt. Okay, I can't open this door. So that side of the train is just a goner. There's just not much. There's not much I can do when I can't access the other side of the train. Watch the skies. That's ominous. Join Caldera County's UFO Watchers Society. Sorry, I just had a random worry that I was muted. No, we're good. New members night, first Monday of every month. Meet us out in the Malka Alptu Desert. Or is that I2? An I or an L? I think that's an I. Malka I2 Desert. There will be marshmallows in the desert. Are you planning on not setting a fire, but like setting up a campfire and roasting marshmallows in the desert? And I guess desert nights are supposed to be cold. I mean, you just don't usually think of a campfire in a desert. Unless you live by a desert, maybe that then you might associate it. I just always thought of campfires being in forests. There we go. Looking really clean on this side. But then you turn around. Yeah, I saw that they were coming out with a second power washing game this year. Which is neat. Hopefully it'll add something new to the gameplay. Because I feel like some games are just like, we're the same game. You could have actually just done We could have just actually just added what we added to the... What's different between the two games really could have just been DLC. And get rid of all the sprinkle graffiti. Did I miss some here? No, it's over here. There we go. There we go. We're making good progress, I think. Some of the ambience is very... The ambient sounds are very spooky. We're definitely at this train station long after closing time. Do subway trains in like big metro areas like New York, do they have a period of time where in like the middle of the night where they just are no longer running? Because people will be out really late partying and going to bars and stuff, right? So... And if the main method of transport is public transit, then you need to have something that runs late in the... Aren't some trains like... A lot of modern trains don't need someone to be controlling them, they can be automated. But if you have buses that run late, then you've got to have a bus driver, so... Oh no, what is this? Something for kids, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, we're doing good on progress. Just a little bit more. We just have the ceiling and this back corner, and then we gotta go outside. Work on all the other bits that we've been neglecting. Like the roof. I think the roof is gonna be pretty hard because it's hard to get up there and get a good vantage point. There we go. Just a little bit more. It sure sounds like there's still trains running in this game. You can hear train sounds. Oh, there's the Buckingham Line schedule. We can finally look at the schedule. Those are some interesting times because there's no colon in between the numbers. And it looks like they're using the 24-hour style of hours instead of AM PM, which makes sense. I'm only 36% cleaned? You've got to be kidding me. I miss these poles. And when I get when the area is super wet, it looks like it's dirty. There we go. If I didn't have this flashing ability, then I don't know what I would do. No, I just have little touch-ups to do now. Trying to look for any areas that are flashing. Any other windows I'm missing? Yes. Man, that bed almost sounded like from like a horror movie. Almost sounded like a monster entered the subway station and made a creepy sound. Okay, so there is a ladder. There we go. Wait, are there more train cars? You've got to be kidding me. Was that just one train car? Oh. No. Ah, there's a gnome in there too. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I just need to do the exterior now. Nope. No wonder I'm only at like almost 40% cleaned. Because the train is bigger than I thought. I swear I'm spraying right there. What do you mean? What do you mean there's still dirt? Apparently I was supposed to crouch. That's why it wasn't, I forgot there's a list here. I'm thinking about what I was... Okay, I think it was the controls I was looking for. So there's just 2 train cars, right? There's not another one hiding somewhere? Genuinely loving this drive. What, are you texting while driving? That sounds like that's what they're saying. Is the graffiti on right here is just supposed to be here? Okay, they're having a pit stop. They're not texting while driving. That's good. Now, the graffiti is not supposed to be here. Am I supposed to use, like, a cleanser or something? There we go. I'll use the metal cleaner. Get this graffiti off. I'm not sure if I run out of this, will I need to buy more? I assume so. Oh, I ran out of cleaning fluid. I was like, what? It's not working anymore. Okay, back to my regular nozzle. No more bubbles. There we go. I think I would just focus on finishing the exterior of this car that I already cleaned the interior of. Oh. Double ding. No, it's easier to clean on the roof than I thought. I was worried I would have to crouch for the whole time. But luckily, that is not the case. I think we're making decent progress. It's so shiny when it's wet. Ooh. That was like a triple. The roof is actually pretty easy to wash. You can just walk back and forth if you want to. Oh, this one's like covered in blood. What happened here? Suppose it's supposed to be rust, not blood. But still, if this was really rust, then I couldn't power wash it off. Rust doesn't work that way. Because it damages the metal itself. It's not just a surface level thing. There's a footprint. Someone left their bare footprint on the roof of this. So much to wash. You just been roadblocked in Pumpkin by a duck and a goat? What is that supposed to mean? Or a duck and a goat crossing the road? Is it some kind of metaphor? Like, why did the chicken cross the road? Calm down, fellas. I'm just passing through. I'm gonna try picking them up. them some choice boysenberries from a high branch to tempt them away. Okay. Who even is this guy? It feels like I'm talking to someone in the Twitch chat, but it's it's a random character in game. That's some good dings. I'm just glad we can't fall off the roof when walking while standing up on this side. I'd only fall down if I crouched. Okay, more blood to clean up. Now this is nasty. I suppose, what? Suppose it does look the same as it does on the other side. There's nasty green grime. I think that cleanser I was using did a good job, because there's a lot less to clean. Slowly but surely I'll clean this area. Huh. So grimy. I got the twirly one. Surely this one will help me get rid of the This dirt that refuses to leave. This one is the craziest to control. Here we go. Gotta wash this ladder down. Thought I was done cleaning this side, but apparently not. Oh, so much. There's some right here that I missed. How can that be? Huh. There's a lot going on here. What is that sound? Sounded like someone was walking over here. Why did this game become a horror game? All this dinging is like music to my ears. I think we're getting close to being done with this level. Who is stomping around? My footsteps don't sound like that. Is this train station haunted? Did a train curse this? Not a train. Did a ghost curse this train with the curse of filth? I was gonna say we're almost done, and I remember there's a entire train car inside here that needs to be cleaned. So never mind. We are in fact not almost done. I mean, we're past 50%, so we are almost done. We're just not. If almost is equivalent to like being half full rather than half empty, then I would say that we are almost done. This game really is just dings and water sounds. Hello, the world enjoyer. Sprinkler. Am I a sprinkler because I'm spraying water? Want to hear a roof joke? It's on the house. Oh my goodness. It sure is on the house. Do you have any more roof jokes? Okay. I think now we gotta go inside. Oh my goodness. It's disgusting in here. And there's the gnome. The evil gnome. Here, you can sleep here. Because this week has been kind of tough. You've been fired from the juice factory you worked at? Oh, I thought you were saying that your juice factories were. I thought you were gonna say that you got fired from a joke factory, so you didn't have any more jokes. But no, the juice factory. Oh no. Alright, hope you can. Apparently, you couldn't concentrate. That is a weird reason to get fired. Because I don't, like, I have ADHD, so I don't concentrate that well, but you don't, I don't know, I feel like it's weird for people to specifically say that you can't concentrate. Usually it's you who say that you can't concentrate. I don't know. Language is just weird. The first person to not get the joke? Was the Juice Factory a joke? Oh, concentrate. Oh my goodness. Like, isn't that that's related to juice? Oh my goodness. Like, I fall for all the jokes. I had to learn a bunch of these nuts jokes that I won't fall for them. There's too many. You remember a guy who didn't get the roof joke? Uh, well, I mean that type of joke setup is it's a lot easier for people to not realize it's a joke or to miss the punchline, because you say the punchline at, like, instead of, like, you know, like knock jokes, you set it up and you're like, oh, here's knock knock, blah blah blah, and then you give them the punchline, and if they don't and so people are waiting for the joke, but if you say the joke all in one go and you don't give a break, like, for people to prepare themselves, then it's easier for them to fall for it. Especially if you don't think that a joke is coming. Like, that's why the D's nuts jokes are very good at catching people, because the setup doesn't have the word joke in it. It's just like a random question. Can you read this tongue twister then? Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. If I tried to say that any faster, I would definitely start saying. I could tell, like, the setup for that one is you're supposed to end up saying shit, right? Yeah, if you say the tongue twister slow enough, then it's obviously a lot easier. Thank you for the follow, the World Enjoyer. Dart, how does a train get this bad? I don't know. The plot of these, behind these, is very... Like, if a train is this bad, is it actually functional? Because, like, if this was a gradual progression to this state, then it would have, That's the goo from the juice factory you made? Ew. Did the dart, you use the target practice. I added another thing where if you say car, then it does thing, but since it seems like when you said dart, it didn't work, then I guess car won't work either. They bounce off. The darts did. Yeah, I have it set up so that when they fall off of my face, then they kind of just bounce off. Because I don't know, I thought it was a more fun effect than them just vanishing. Yeah, I guess I'll show you the I guess I should set up a toggle for the car. Hey, channel points. need to set up the redeem. Mirror rewards, channel points. And this one has no explanation. Did it work? I wasn't looking. It works. Was it? I didn't see it. I guess I'll redeem it. Yeah, the big the size of the car makes it more funny. I actually set that up after the day that I set up the darts. I stayed up late and I set up that one too, and then I forgot about it until today. And I was like, oh yeah, I added a car redeem, didn't I? So yeah, you can do that too. You can, I made the description, I added a description to the channel point redeem. It's very vague. Trigger an accident. It has to add to the shock factor. I couldn't get the car to be facing the other way, so it just looks like someone reversed really fast into me. I hope that in the future they'll allow for more precise rotation adjustment. And now we have 3 fun redeems. We got the darts, the shark, and the car. I did try downloading a train asset to be hit by a train, but it was facing the wrong way. Hydration isn't fun, I guess. Another water hater. What do you mean? Why am I a water hater? I do have a hydration redeem. It used to throw something at me, but all my redeems kind of broke after I got a new computer and forgot to, and like the program that throws the stuff at me doesn't save the settings. Like, it doesn't save the location of your items. I mean, like, the items are not loaded into it. I don't know. I'm struggling to explain. Yeah, I'm not a water hater. My main drink of choice is water. Ice water specifically. Because I'm kind of picky about beverages. I don't like sodas. I don't like carbonation. I don't like coffee. So I really just have water and water. And I have like a yogurt drink for breakfast. Yeah, my family has a running joke about me and ice water because when I was little, then I would come crying in the middle of the night asking for ice water. And my voice used to be like super high pitched when I was little, so my parents always make sure to, when they say ice water, to say like, ice water, ice water. The most high pitched, obnoxious way they can. Come on, train. You can be cleaner than this. Washing ham? Oh my goodness. Is that like... Not because we're power washing. Is Muckingham supposed to be a pun on Buckingham, but with muck, as in, like, grime? Do you think this is nice for the train? Wait, why did the chat wasn't scrolling? What if the train is a soda drinker? Then we can switch to the bubbles. Your bubble sounds. That's the closest thing to carbonation that we've got. Ah. We're at 82% cleaned. Ah, scared me. That one was a bit louder than I thought. Louder than the others, I mean. Oh, are you saying like the train? If the train is a water hater, then it would get upset? I mean, I think no matter how much of a water lover you are, if you're not an aquatic creature, then this amount of water would be uncomfortable. There is such a thing as too much water. Like, these seats are gonna be so soggy. One thing about this game is that I'm pretty sure a lot of the things, are they saying that this is plastic? But the texture they have is totally one that looks like it would be one of those felt seats. Why bother putting a pattern like that if it's gonna be plastic? It just seems a little weird. We're making good progress in here, though. It has taken a while, but the exterior is done, so it's really just... I mean, I say it's done, but there could be dirt hiding out there that I just don't know about. Always a possibility in this game. Okay. Some kid was coming back from art class and set on his bag of glitter. Oh, and back here. Yeah, and then there was also an explosive under his seat, and a glitter bomb under his seat, and then that that's what sent it upwards. Wait, back sitting aloud. Oh yeah, you see that scene? Use water on it, no problem. Yeah, I suppose in this game there's not as much backseating to be had. Besides, like, saying, like, oh, use this, doing this strategy is more efficient. Why is... Is this dirt even removable? Are you sure this area isn't just charred? It's not cleaning off. What? It keeps doing this. I swear this is a bug. Like, it doesn't like the nozzle I'm using or something. It just acts like it made it look like I was just spraying concrete that was just beyond repair, but no. There is in fact dirt here. Yeah, I have backseating allowed as a thing because I know some people don't like backseating, but I like to be efficient. So if there's a better way to do something, then I like to know. I don't like story spoilers. Is really the main thing I have an issue with. But backseating and spoiling are typically different things. Also, as someone who does have a tendency to backseat without realizing that I am, and I feel like I would be a hypocrite in a way to ban, to not allow backseating. I guess technically that I don't know if that would be considered being a hypocrite. Like, if I was complaining about backseaters while backseating, I guess that would be being a hypocrite. This isn't backseating if you're not imagining myself behind you. You're behind me? Where? Like, goes from backseating to a horror game. It's like, I'm in your back seat. Don't look behind you. What do you mean? You're behind me? It's like, that would totally be a meme horror game. Like, the backseater. I think there is like a game about backseating. Or there's probably several. I swear I've seen one recently that was specifically... I think it was specifically that it's a multiplayer game and one friend is trying to drive while the others are causing chaos in the backseat. Now that looks nasty. Stains are something that do not exist in the world of PowerWash Simulator. You have a power washer, the dirt will go. No dirt, no stains, nothing can withstand the power of the power washer. It has power in the name for a reason. Because it's so overpowered. And they use special water that dries really quickly, and the power washer is connected to a quantum portal to that it has water in it, because you may have noticed that there is no hose. I don't know where this water is even coming from. And just have a magic super soaker as our tools of trade. I imagine if you're actually holding that thing, you'd be flown back, like in one of those 2000s praise videos. Hi, likely autistic. How's it going? Is that a sleepy emote? It's hard to tell. That is a weird way to blink. We're getting in the really colorful, grimy zone. Like, it's crazy, it looks like they had black grime on here, and then they added some blue grime on here, and then they added the magenta grime. They were very intentional with layering their grime. But why? And how? What is this material? What if there's like some kind of like super villain going around dirtying the city, and we are the superhero with the power washer that is calling it to the scene to clean it up. So we're kind of like a... Blinking simultaneously requires too much computational power. You could say that wouldn't it be the opposite, that blinking independently takes more power? Like, when I rub my eye, I end up closing the other eye for some reason. When I sneeze, I close both of my eyes. So it becomes a problem when you're trying to drive. And you start sneezing and you keep closing your eyes and you can't see the road. Texting while driving? Time to meet sneezing while driving. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not a physicist. You've heard some nasty manual breathing-esque sayings? Too powerful for the ADHD mind? What? You mean like constantly thinking about breathing in order to breathe? Yeah, whenever I think about breathing, then I lose my rhythm and I'm like suddenly like, how do you breathe again? Or like if there's like a nasty smell, then I tend to like instinctively hold my breath. And it's like, you know, I probably need to breathe. What is going on here? Why are these screws specifically? This is ridiculous. Oh, we're at 96% cleaned. Yeah. Can't believe we gotta take on these screws. Ah. Oh yeah. No, there's still a huge patch over here. We're not done yet. Triple ding. My toes are slightly uncomfortable? What do you mean? And how did you know that my toes are easily uncomfortable? How did you know that I often shift my seating arrangement because my feet get uncomfortable? How do you know that I keep taking my shoes off at work because my toes are uncomfortable? How did you know? Yeah, just saying your toes are slightly uncomfortable out of nowhere to someone, it feels almost like hypnotizing, like you feel very sleepy. Your toes are very uncomfortable. Trying to hypnotize me. Or it's saying that you feel comfortable about my toes, like, or your toes look uncomfortable. It's like when people wear those sandals that have areas, you know, it's like the socks that have that are like basically like feet gloves, where they have, spots for your toes. But it's sandals. And I think if you see someone wearing one of those, then that is grounds to say your toes look uncomfortable or something like that. 99% clean. We're almost done. There we go. I'm focusing a lot on trying to find the last bits of dirt. What does this say? Emergency exit pool tabs. Yeah, I figured I was missing one. One of those. Okay, that one is good. Okay. Enter double door buttons. Oh. I think I found our culprit for the 1% that we're missing. It definitely stands out against the clean rest of the area. Oh my goodness. Another filthy door that escaped. Okay. Enter double door grab rails. I bet we've got a rail somewhere in here. Okay, there. Enter double doors. Okay. Enter wall posters. outer double door buttons. There we go. The tedious parts kill it for you. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Oh goodness, there's more over here. Okay. Outer windows. On which one? B. If they didn't name it, each of these so meticulously, then we would be doomed. They named these like I was supposed to name the layers in my in my art, in my graphic design. Safety chain attachments. Okay. But I got those. Okay, this one is there. Standing seats. Standing seat. How do you call that a standing seat? It's not a seat if it's standing. You stand in front of it, that's not a standing seat. It's still 99%. What am I missing? I guess I gotta scroll all the way up. Okay, I'm missing some stuff in A. Let's just go to the top. Oh, it just shows you right here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done in B. I need to go into A. Inner wall. Not sure how that worked out, but okay. Oh. We're so close. Hey, what about I take 10 glitter bombs and make a mess again? No, don't do that. Cap windows. There we go. Emergency alarm casings. Okay. Grab rails. Oh wait. These are grab rails. Okay. It's interesting that it says the grab rails are plastic, because in my experience they've always been metal. Just with some yellow paint on them. We're still at 99%. Inner wall vent. Okay. There. Outer and double door windows. Okay. So I started using the mouse. Okay. Outer vestibule door frame. What is it? Oh, I think that's over here. Still 99%. Roof panels. One of the roof panels is dirty. This one. Okay. Signal lights. Where are the signal lights? What is a signal light? That's a rear light. Rear light. I mean, this is a signal light. And it's not attached to this train. Oh, I can... thought it was gonna let me just walk off into the train set. Into the train set? What? I was thinking of sunset and train tracks together. Train set. My goodness. Oh my goodness, we've got a bot. Okay. Bench seat cushions in B. Okay. Oh, there's only 3 things left. The to-do list popped up now. Okay, inner cab door lock. There. Inner cab door window. Inner wall vent. Yay! We did it! Oh, here's the time lapse. Oh. We did it in here. Oh. Are they not gonna show us the rest? Because you can't see it all from one area? Okay. Oh. Let's see. We can clean a mini golf course, a fountain, food truck, solar station, satellite dish, excavator, paintball arena, Spanish villa, submarine, fireplane, modern mansion, desert parlor, sculpture park, we also have some special ones. We can clean an ice rink, a Halloween house, Santa's workshop, or this cruise ship. Kind of want to see the cruise ship. I pressed it back a bunch of times instead of clicking on what I wanted to do. Let's see how big this is. Okay. This is quite the decent size. And no one's gonna swim it here anytime soon. It looks like they got egged. Who had a food fight here? Let me see inside. What? Is this just a tunnel? I kind of like doing the vehicle ones instead of these. Also, Midgar. I don't... Isn't that from... What is Midgar? Oh no. There's also Cross Manor. I want to see how big this is. Like, can you go inside? Okay, so someone kept up with the, these messages that are on the screen aren't relevant anymore, but it looks like we're just doing the exterior. So it's just the whole exterior, and there's also scaffolding. We're doing cleanup on Lara Croft's manor. Yeah. When you're standing on ground, though, it looks very small. But once you get up here, you realize this is a lot bigger than that. And, oh my goodness, we also have to wash the... No, we're gonna change. I'm sorry. You also have challenge mode. Let's see how fast I can clean this bike. Go, 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 go. Go. My goodness. Oh, I ran out of time. I had one thing left. Just use a 100,000 PSI power washer. I am sad. Oh. Wow. Not like I cared about that anyways. Okay. Now I want to do the fire plane. Okay. Timmy Timerson the First. That is quite the name. An urgent stationery drop? Are you dropping off greeting cards? Last minute invitations? Last minute RSVPs? Off to scaffolding we go. This game needs NPCs so you can sprinkle them at random times. Yeah, there is multiplayer. I don't know what happens if you spray your friends, but probably probably nothing happens. I just know a lot of people like to draw weird things in the dirt using the power washer. Whenever I see someone play Power Wash multiplayer, then that is what they do. It's a pretty chill game. No, it's good for, like, in terms of, like, if you want to just chat with a friend while doing a game. But, I don't know. It's definitely a game you can play, single player without, like, missing out on anything crazy. There we go. I've learned the rotation strategy. Just hold it down and rotate the camera, and then it will just do spray it in a radius. I feel like it's going to be hard to know the names of these things because they're like specific plane parts. How else are you supposed to get this cleaned without jumping and spraying? Do I have longer range when I have higher pressure? I would assume so. I'm probably also raining down dirt and grime and water all on myself right now because gravity is indiscriminate. It does not discriminate between clean and dirty when it decides to make things fall. Well, that makes it sound like gravity is sentient. And sometimes it will just decide not to make things fall. But no, that's not how it works. I'm sure you can look on like the PowerWashing Simulator wiki to find the stories behind all these areas. This POV is like you're laying on the ground and watching the wing from there. Yeah, like Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. Like those memes where it's like POV and then the description of the POV. Just like POV, you're Michelangelo and you're painting the Sistine fire plane. I don't think planes even existed when Michelangelo was alive. I mean, it would be really strange if they did. but, like, which came first, Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci? Like, Leonardo tried to make planes, so maybe there was at least a prototype. If Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo are contemporaries, then they, then Michelangelo could be alive when planes, technically existed. Even if the plane doesn't function and it's just a prototype, it still technically is a plane. POV, you sent a funny POV joke in the chat room and you're enjoying the reaction. Yeah, I feel like POV jokes are the best when it's like you see an image or something and then you come up with like, hey, this could represent the POV of something, rather than it being like those POV roleplay, not roleplay, but like TikTok skits. Where it's just a regular TikTok, but it just says POV. I don't know. I don't watch TikToks, to be honest. I just randomly see them in YouTube videos. That's my only exposure to TikTok. The only thing remotely similar to social media I use is YouTube. I don't use Twitter or Instagram. I do have a Twitter and an Instagram. I just don't use them because of that. Just kidding. It's always you, Soda Pop, with the sound redeems. You always have to announce your presence with a bang. Thank you for the bit. You're busy at the moment, so you can't stick around. That's okay. I hope you also have fun with whatever it is that you're busy with. I can't even tell if these wheels are getting clean. They're already black, so they just feel like it's just harder to see the dirt. How would you even power wash this if the underside of it that's touching the ground, there's a limit to what you can hit with your power washer, so I would say that it's not really possible to totally power wash it. I wonder what a level maker for this game would be like. Assuming that doesn't already exist. I mean, with mods, I'm sure it does, but I just throw in a 3D model, throw on grime, proceed with the washing. the owner of this plane is ranting to me about the airport manager, or gossiping. It's filthy from volcanic ash. Was he fighting a volcano-induced fire? Wait, is that why this plane is so dirty, from volcanic ash? Do they have showers at airports? Or locker rooms or something? Or the pilots and the flight crew? In case they come back with volcanic ash on them. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying because, like, the NPC that was talking just now was saying that the airport manager told him to clean up, or he'll disturb the visitors with how filthy he is from the volcanic ash. And I was like, clean up. I feel like there's a limit to how much you can clean up volcanic ash on yourself if you don't have a shower and a change of clothes available. Like, at what point are you just rubbing... Oh, I pressed the vibration button on my controller. I don't know why this button exists, because it only vibrates... Like, it'll just vibrate, like, when you press it. Can you hear it? Sometimes when I press it, it does a short vibration. Sometimes it's longer. And if I press the mode button and then click vibration, no, okay. I don't know. I don't really understand why you would need a vibration mode that isn't like a vibration that is actually triggered by the game. Planes are notorious for flying through volcanoes. You mean like flying over them with the volcanoes? What? What did I just say? Flying over it with through a cloud of ash. I mean, I did hear a story of how, like, up before they actually thought about the effects of volcanic ash on planes, like a plane flew through a cloud of volcanic ash and it kept causing the engines to go out, and they couldn't figure out what was going on, but luckily the pilots were able to land it. Yeah, I would hope that now pilots are like at least made aware of, like, oh, hey, this volcano near you, yeah, it just erupted. Because from that story that I just mentioned, I'm pretty sure they had no idea that a volcano had erupted nearby, and it was not recognized until later that that was the cause. This is really the Michelangelo project. The Michelangelo power washing job. My neck hurts just thinking about doing this legitimately without... Well, I would be drenched, dirty, filthy, inhaling volcanic ash that is raining down as I power wash it off, and my neck would hurt. So a lot of not so nice things. Oops. So hard to see this dirt on the darker surfaces. Getting a better view of the plane. Is that a firefighting plane? Yeah. It said in the description that it's a firefighting plane. And it, can I, like, move the scaffolding? Why? Oh, I stood up. I didn't realize I was sitting. I was crouching this whole time. No wonder it felt so tall. I was just like, how am I supposed to reach up there? The truth is, you just need to stand up. Okay, there is not a staircase. It's not a staircase, it's a ladder. What do you mean, a staircase? Come on. Yay, we're on the roof. Oh, you heard it was volcanic ash and plane before sitting at your desk. Yeah, when I... Yeah, this quest is called Clean the Fire Plane. That's the only reason I knew this was a fire plane. This plane has a lot of... I guess you could say flat planes in terms of flat surfaces. So it's kind of, in a way, it's easier to clean for that reason. You kind of see steam coming off. I just noticed that. I guess it's mist reflecting off of the surface, not steam. It kind of makes it look like I think there's some way to toggle the washer. There. Got tired of holding down the button. You were smart. You needed the sound alert. I think I do have, like, yeah, I think I can do that if I can remember how to change the sound alerts. We have bonk, farts, knock knock, bang, and Leviathan Reaper far. Okay, how do I don't remember how to change these things. I think it's crazy that you can disable channel points. Just be like, you know what? No economy. I'm destroying my channel economy. No more money. No more fun. Extensions. That's what I'm looking for. been so long since I set up these extensions. Okay. Let's figure out. What is it? But what is this? Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for, right? Zero bits. How do I set it to be the... Oh, channel points. So I put on the wrong one. Okay. And channel points. $300. Yeah. Now let's see if it exists now. No? Hello? Yeah, well, I will refresh. How do you... We're on a side quest right now. Hang on. Updated? It says updated. Don't know what that means. Why did it do it twice? Oh. It's available now. Just needs to say sound. Change the name. Sound alert. Yay. It works. Okay. Going to mark these as complete. I had a car crash I needed to mark as complete. I thought it would be funny if it did the ba-dum while the car crashed into me, but no. Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled cleaning. It's so easy to get bogged down in the details of these power washing levels, and you take a step back and you're like, wow, I'm not even 50% done. Why do I hear seagulls? Finally, a ding! It's been so long! A ding! The contrast between grimy and not grimy is so big. But it's probably like that for a reason. If it looks almost dirty, then it'll be harder to find the dirt. I'm sure they tried out different levels of grime, and this was the best one. Another ding. For some reason, when I stand here, it doesn't really like for me to shoot. I guess it's because I... Oh. What kind of jump was... Oh. It feels like you jump so high when you're crouching at the lowest level and then you jump. feel like a frog. Can you imagine if getting on, squatting down, made your jump like exponentially higher depending on how low you went? Yeah. Very dirty. But if it wasn't dirty, then we wouldn't have a job as a power washer, would we? I just don't want to accidentally fall off of this plane. I assume there's not fall damage in this game. That would be absurd if it was. Am I able to pick up the scaffolding? That's insane. I mean, I guess it makes sense because with Lara Croft's mansion, that would be hard to do without being able to move the scaffolding. I think it's neat how they have set up a whole scene, like a whole backdrop for this job instead of just putting us in a warehouse. Kind of quaint and peaceful out here. Better than being in that train, the subway station for so long. We could, I finally did it. I fell down. While I'm down here, I might as well clean some stuff up. Hard to go up the scaffolding. It's hard to get the grime on the edges of the wings. The things are so less frequent when you don't have many parts. Okay. Even though I'm not actually looking up for this, my neck is hurting regardless. Hey Joshua. Meow meow chew. I'm not a cat. Oh. Oh. Yeah, she said hi. What are you talking about? You act like I'm some kind of celebrity. Yeah, I think this is our last PowerWash job for the night. I'm clearly yawning and tired. But that doesn't mean that I'm about to end stream, because who knows how much longer we have on this plane. I feel like if I leave this unfinished, then I won't, come back in a few months and try to do a different, what was I saying? Try to do a different level, and then we asked like, oh, do you want to reset your old, sorry, I got distracted again. Basically what I'm saying is that because they won't let you have multiple levels open at once without restarting one that you have in progress, then I might accidentally restart this one if I leave it be, so I have to finish it. Of course you'd be shocked. Sounds like you're plain tired. Not you too. We have so many jokesters in the chat tonight. I even fell for one of them. One of the jokes. I am quite gullible. Ah. On my face. I know I'm moving very erratically right now. I'm just trying not to... When I get all this grime, I don't want to have to come back to get any more that I miss. You already know my ways. How couldn't you have seen this coming? Foolish meow meow chew. Hey, gotta stop calling you that. Oh my goodness. So many cat puns. Perhaps you don't find it too funny. It's positively, though your opinion is wrong. Right, meow, stop. Sorry. When I read that was very sleepy. As if I didn't comprehend it. We're at 69%. Nice. We're past halfway. Only 30% to go. And how many hours would this take in real life? Is it power washing does not take things off as easily as the tools in this game do. I'm parkouring. Hope I'm having a good day. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day too. Oh. I feel like I'm playing a snake. My brain can barely comprehend what is happening right now. So sleepy. Why did I agree to this job? Why did I agree to... It's the weekend. Why am I sleepy? It's the weekend and I must rest up. I spent the whole day sitting at my computer watching YouTube. And then I tried to take a nap and then I failed. And I don't know. I skipped lunch too. You can see why I'm feeling tired. Yeah. Plus it is almost midnight. Or it's past 11. That's almost midnight in my book. Yeah. I know it's not good to sit for so long like that, because I almost didn't stream today because I was feeling so down, because I was was not feeling too great mentally. But I managed to perk up, and so I decided to stream, but then I didn't feel like streaming. Is there an eye? Ah. There's an eye on this plane. It's supposed to be a dog or something. No, just a face, I think. Nose light. I mean, I guess the nose of the plane is always called that. It's not just because there's a face on it right now. You get that good rest as soon as you can. No more doom scrolling videos. Yeah. Yeah, I did spend a bit of time, like, drawing, because I have been drawing my new VTuber model lately, but sometimes I just stop doing the artsy thing that I'm trying to do while listening to videos. I don't know. I've just been depressed lately, so it's harder to not just doom scroll videos. I'm always really... I'm just kind of a couch potato on the weekends. You know Derek Davis, the actor from that Mint Spies movie. What? I wonder what this is a reference to. I'm not someone who knows movies. I don't watch movies. But I did finally get my dad to give me the login info for our streaming services. So I was like, watching a movie has got to be better than scrolling through YouTube, right? It's so much harder to get a good angle when cleaning this plane. Oh my goodness, there's still so much dirt. So much grime. I once again forgot I was crouching. I keep doing this. So much grime. Second, I thought there was a hot air balloon, and I was like, what? Since when was that there? Is it a door? Oh, I thought it was a random bar, and I was like, what is this? Why is it not getting completed? I miss having dings all the time like we did in the train. Oh my goodness. We're at 85%. I suppose that is... We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We'll get this dirt. Sorry, I wasn't looking. I was too in the zone. Wasn't looking at chat. Will you feel better soon? Not sure if you have the proper social circles that help you out when things go sour, but reach out if you can. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're getting new models showing up. Yeah, it's a long process, but I'm slowly drawing it out. I have most of the face, most of the head done. Have the hair and the ears. I need to work on the mouth and the clothes. Yeah, I got a new laptop that has a touchscreen, and I use a stylus with it so that I can... It's easier to work on the model without Like, cause I do have a drawing tablet for my larger computer. I mean, my desktop computer. But it is, kind of a pain to take out, and I don't have much space on my desk to deal with it. If you need someone to just talk a bit with, don't hesitate to hit you up. You're not sure what we talk about, but you'd be down to look at some work in progresses. Yeah, I do have people to talk to. Technically 2 people. Like, I have a counselor and a friend. I don't know. It looks like but there's so much more left to do. Yeah, I know. This plane is never ending. It's kind of hard to judge how much time one of these is going to take. Man, this is a crazy head angle. I think I'm turning into an owl. It's 88%. Yay. Oh, so much grime. I can tell we're approaching the point where where we gotta start doing it detailed work. So I guess we're not at 90% yet. Still not at 90%. You were being assaulted by a mosquito and had to do battle, but you heard what I just said? Okay. Yeah, mosquito impromptu battles are not fun. I had to kill 2 mosquitoes recently. They got in the house and I where was I going with this? Yeah, my weapon of choice is a roll of paper towels. Against mosquitoes. In the bathroom, specifically. I had, like, a mosquito, assault me when I was trying to pee in the bathroom. So I had to jump up and chase it around with my pants around my ankles. I was like, come on, just let me go to the bathroom in peace. He's still out there mocking you for you failed? Oh no. Well, if it's a he, that means he's not gonna drink your blood. It's only the females that do. No, I'm assuming you don't have the crazy ability to determine the sex of a mosquito mid-flight. So you're probably just assuming it's a he. Yeah, I had a mosquito once that was just like I was sitting in the same room as my brother, but it really wanted me. And so it was kept chasing me around. And it was like really vicious. You know, like some mosquitoes, I feel like they're kind of chill. Like they do want to bite you, but they're not gonna chase you around about it. Like they'll disappear for a while and then they'll come back, but we're at 91%. Yay. You're never at the ready, so you just slap or clap them. Yeah, when I'm particularly annoyed with a gnat, then I do. So I just clap them, because it's just not worth the trouble to... oh no. To get up, come back, and hope that they're not waiting in ambush. Mosquitoes have no shame. This one was huge and you're sure it bit you a few times. Usually never notice them until it's too late. Yeah, like I get all these mosquito bites and I'm like, okay, where were you, mosquito? You can't just, stay invisible like that. Make yourself known. Yeah, I once had an allergic reaction to a medication that was mistakenly prescribed to me, and I thought that a mosquito had bit me because I wasn't used, I didn't know what hives were like, so I thought my hives were mosquito bites. I was like, did I have a mosquito bite trapped in the covers? Under the covers with me last night? By last night, I mean like the night that this happened. This was like over a year ago. It was like 2 years ago. Can't believe how filthy this part is. I thought I was finally finished cleaning. It just keeps the dirt. It just keeps coming. The worst bites are on the knuckles or the palm of the hand. Those are torture. Yeah, I also don't like mosquito bites that are on your face. But it's like, we already have the potential for pimples there. We don't need another red dot, you know? I'm sure that the blood on your face isn't as tasty. Right? Unless they're zombie mosquitoes and they want your brains. What is this stick? This is quite the awkward position to be cleaning in. Please leave my brains alone, mosquito. You have very limited of those. Yeah, they specifically suck out your brain cells and feed them to their children. Soon we'll have hyper and mega intelligent mosquitoes. And the world will end. The mosquitoes will take over. Almost done. 95%. You forgot to comment on it, but it's cool that you got a new laptop. Should be a big motivator to draw more. Yeah, because I drew my new design on my phone, but my phone isn't like, there's a limit to how many layers a phone can handle in a drawing app. So I had to get use a different device because like I had several of my iterations of that design got corrupted or they're too big of a file size. So I have to So I'm just drawing it on the computer, and my laptop seems to be able to handle all these layers. Like, you have to use a big canvas size when drawing a VTuber model, because you don't want it to look crusty, but my current one I made using the free version of Live 2D, and they forcefully made mine crunchy. They had a limit to what dimensions. Yeah, they had a limit to the canvas size that you could import on the free version. So even though my original drawing was higher resolution, then it was still squished down. And I'm getting lulled to sleep by the the water. I hope you don't mind asking to see later on the model. Yeah, right now it just looks the same as the new design. I did show off the new design draft at my, I think, the anniversary stream. So if you look at that VOD, you can see it. We're at 99%. Oh no. There's another dirty one. I just realized that what I just said didn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm just on random autocomplete mode right now. When I'm sleepy enough, then my brain autofills text for me. Well, not just sleepy. If I'm sleepy, it's also just if I lose track of my train of thoughts and I don't feel like and I don't feel like thinking of a new way to phrase something. I forgot what I was saying. I think I'm past the point where I can still functionally speak. Cockpit frame and how am I supposed to know what an aileron is? Okay, ailerons. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's time to go below. It's so dark. It seems like they really did their research on the airplane components. Honestly, it takes a ton of effort to make a model good on you for even making one. You're not much of an artist though, so you don't feel that crazy motivated to do things like that. You've been experimenting more 3D modeling though. Yeah, that's good. I've been thinking of dabbling into polymer clay recently. You looked through and found the birthday stream and asked where you asked me to draw a sheep eating Cheetos. You found the work in progress of the anniversary stream. It does look real cute. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of how her face turned out. I still need to work on her eyes. Like the shading isn't finalized. But I think she suits me. I think the design suits me. Because it's kind of cozy. So much going on at this plane. I don't know what an aileron is. Does 99% not count as complete? Door hinge. Alright, where's the door? Okay, 3 left. Ailerons, nose, antenna. Okay. Okay, I need to Google what an aileron is. She deserves to come to life. You hope to see her suddenly moving around and being tortured by bad puns. Oh my goodness. The torture of finding the last pixels. Yeah, what is an aileron? Aileron is... Oh, an aileron is a winged flight control surface, usually forming part of the trailing end of each wing of a fixed-wing aircraft. Ailerons are used in pairs to control the aircraft in roll, which normally results in a change in flight path due to tilting of the lift vector. Movement of this axis is called rolling or banking. Okay. So are these the ailerons? Yeah. Yeah. That's on me. I finished! And we can see the nice time lapse. And see how I just randomly decided where I was going to clean up next. Whoa, that time lapse made it look so easy. Eh. No. Let me see. I wonder, do I still have the... No. Eh. Oh. Just like, you know what? If I'm talking about my new design, I can just pull it up. But it's huge! It's so big! Oh my goodness. Why is she so massive? Oh. Okay, here. We have the design. And I'm gonna make it so that the antlers and ears are removable. So I can have a human mode. But, yeah, I'm still gotta work on the outfit. It's supposed to have, like, potion bottles on it. And I couldn't figure out. I'm sharing it again. Yes. I'm leaking my own hidden plans, I guess. Yeah. You like the outfit? It's a good refresh of this one. It's the same colors. Yeah, it's the same mint chocolate look. And I still have a braid. It's a little bit smaller, but I always have to have a braid. I did change the bangs a bit in the current version, but I'm also still not a fan of the where I changed it, so I don't know. I might change it again. And yeah, I wanted more bunny-like ears. And I wanted to have more of a theme besides I'm just a jackalope in this random dress that doesn't have any purpose. So I want to have like my current model is just like a summer dress or something. It's just kind of random. So I want to have more of a theme. I mean, currently the goal is to be an alchemist or something. But I did start coming up with lore, so now I'm just like, oh, now I need to have a reason for everything. I have to have a reason. And then I had the thought of like, oh, I want to be able to have other animal forms in the future, and so I'm like, now I need to have a reason for that. I'm not well versed in the story making business. A lot of people have basic lore. It is pretty basic. I just want an excuse to be a shapeshifter, basically. Alchemist who keeps messing up and changing forms. Do you think that's reason enough? Yeah, but then I wanted to have a mascot. Like, a lot of YouTubers have, like, animal mascots that represent their chat. So I'm like, oh, that needs to be part of the lore, too. And so it's like, even if I finish the model, I'm just like, it's gonna end up being finished before any other element of, like, what... Because I want to have, like, a proper debut, because I want to have that slideshow that people do that says their favorite things, because I like talking about things I like, and it gives me an excuse. And, but it's like, if I make the model, I finish the model, then it's like, okay, well, I wanted to have new overlays, I wanted to have a new starting and ending and be right back screen, and I wanted to have, I might need to mess with the emotes too, and I don't have animated emotes, so I need. I mean, that's not essential for a debut, but so I gotta. So I'm like, I was thinking of paying someone to design the mascots. It all just. There's a reason why debuts are expensive. Not that I'm paying anyone to make my model. That's the big expense. And bring a homunculus. Alchemists in some depictions create artificial life. You're saying that the mascots are homunculi. That's pretty crazy. You know, my model just looked really angry all of a sudden. It's like... Yeah, I want to also have facial expressions on the new model. Like I mentioned before, when I made this model, like my free trial got used up before I used it, and before I made it, and so I had a lot of limitations, so I couldn't make facial expressions, and in the tutorials they say that, oh, you should have your eyes closed and a smile version of your eyes closed. So I only have a smile version of my eyes closed, so I'm always smiling. If I close my eyes, I'm always happy. I can never not be happy, but I mean, it's not like I'm typically sad. It's like, I don't know. I cried at the end of Omori when I streamed that. And I didn't have, wait, did I have this model when I played Omori? Or did I, have my PNG? I don't know. The new model is my, I consider my 3.0 model, because I had the PNG model and then this one, and so it's the 3.0. But you're gonna have to leave for now. Get some good. If anyone wants to talk, but please get some sleep and reach out if you want to. Well, have fun chatting with your friend, and good night. I don't know. Should I look for someone to raid? I feel like I've been. I don't know. I will make a quick glimpse. Take a glimpse at who is live. Oh. We can raid Tilly. I know I raid Tilly like all the time, but It's fine. Raid. Following. Start raid. Well, thank you for coming to the stream, everyone. I hope you have a good night or day. And if you are new here and you want stream notifications, then join the Discord and get the stream notifications roll. And I think that's it. Yeah, good night and